we're so vulnerable.
Yeah,
Cosmic
trouble.
shooting
We are
gallery.
so vulnerable, and we like to think that this is all permanent. I mean, you think about how ridiculous human beings are. We spend most of our lives accumulating stuff, trying to get status, trying to, fuck as many people as we can and get the biggest house. And meanwhile, there's rocks headed our way that are going 45,000 miles an hour that could exterminate 90% of the population instantaneously and completely erase every little bit of information we've ever accumulated, all the knowledge, all of our history, all of our understanding of physics, mathematics, the astronomy, everything. Gone. See ya. Goodbye. Welcome to being a fucking ape man again.
Yep.
Welcome to eating whatever the fuck you can get in your mouth and dying when you're 12.
And having people try to steal all that from you.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? And within 3-4 generations, people would be. This is what I love, the ancient Egypt analysis. You would be probably hammering a black rock into a shape like this, like a phone, and dancing around a fire, trying to turn it on. Like if we dance around a fire hard enough, then this black rock will turn on and it'll give me the fucking answer to anything I want. Like it's just we'd be talking about plasma TVs like it's a legend in the past.
I mean, we would have no evidence of any of this stuff.
No.
And one of the weirder things about us is we insist on putting our stuff on hard drives.
Oh, God.
Right? And which is the absolute worst thing. And then there was the Georgia guidestones. People were like, well, let's blow that shit up. Somebody blew that up.
Something interesting, they still haven't found anyone from that. I find that quite interesting. That
went away.
they called it an act of domestic terrorism. I mean, exploded ordnance on government land, or as public and it's ran by the state. But they don't have anyone. They had a car drive right by it. They have no suspects. I find that really peculiar because there was supposed to be that buried time capsule.
Yeah.
Well, they allegedly dug it up and there was nothing there. I find that interesting.
What's your crazy tinfoil hat conspiracy theory?
Okay, here we go. It was created. So this is complicated.
Who made the Georgia guidestones, by the way? Do we know that?
Yeah. Some of it's a mystery. Some of it we know.
Pseudonym, right?
Right.
Yeah.
It was a gentleman. I made a video about this. Yeah, R.C. Christian, and there was a small group of donors. And they had these written, essentially, laws for if, in the event of a cataclysm in human history was to be reset, and this would be a guidance for how we should proceed.
Yeah.
And some people consider it to be very benign. I wasn't a big fan of them because it basically preaches, I would say, communism. It talks about having population control as far as not allowing that there should be societal pressure as well as legal pressure on controlling how many kids people have moving forward and to keep a balance at 500 million. They don't say reduce the population to 500 million. That's where some of the conspiracies come in, is that this is a depopulation agenda. But the conspiracy, to answer your question, some people suspect that what if, because there's a lot of talk today about people wanting to reduce population and, we're destroying the earth, that what if the powers that be that did create them purposely, if they're under that way, if they're under their plan, they'd want to destroy them, remove that evidence, and pretend those guided stones didn't even exist in the first place, and remove that time capsule. This is complete conspiracy. I don't know what I'm talking about, but what I do find interesting.
What is this? Is that the car?
Yes.
Yeah.
Here's the most bizarre thing of this whole thing.
Is that a charger?
They destroyed. So as you can see, they caused significant damage. But the very next day, less than 24 hours after this bomb went off, They leveled it. They raised it to the ground because they said it was a safety hazard. But I'm like, this is the middle of a field. They can cordon off with police crime scene tape. And just be an Iraq veteran, when there was an IED that go off, they'd have people come out and investigate this. They'd do an investigation. This was a bomb on United States ground, and they leveled it the next day. And I'm like, where's all the forensic teams coming in to try and analyze the explosive evidence? It just seemed really, really. They urgently removed all evidence of this. And that's the part that makes my little conspiracy wheels go, is because, where's the true investigation? Where's the FBI? Where's the ATF? Again, less than a day after that bomb went off, they raised it to the ground. And nothing since. I mean, how have they not found this person?
Why would they raise it to the ground? Why wouldn't they just fix it?
Or maybe it wasn't salvageable. I don't know. What I do know is that they quickly removed that thing. And that's just a little bit weird. Why would you do that? Where's the ATF? Where's all the people out there taking swabs of everything,
If there was a natural disaster that was imminent and it was headed our way and only a few people knew about it, how much do you think they'd tell us?
They wouldn't.
No. Yeah.
I wouldn't say a goddamn thing because we would go crazy. we'd wind up looting all the Targets.
That's right.
Yeah,
Target,
first thing,
Target
Walmart.
would be overrun.
Target and Walmart, smash
I'm going
it
to
to the
Kmart.
ground.
I'm going to last Kmart.
Starbucks.